No! Laser Huggy! No! Hello everyone who just loves to steam forward at maximum speed to deliver hugs. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths and another Patreon building event. So the folks in my Discord server have been busy this past month, not the month we're currently in, the last one. And the theme was, as can be given away by our huggy friend, the Neutrino here, was weird little flying guys. Bonus points if they deliver hugs. Wow! That was a clamshell that, like, tickled this guy's pubes. We're also thankful. Well, thankful. I don't know if you're thankful. I'm thankful and happy that they survived. So in any case, we have got a large collection of little guys to look at. I haven't seen any of them apart from the one I built, so let's get cracking. Unfortunately, this Neutrino is now dead. Damn. We've got a hovering front-sider that is not marauder-proof. That is very sad. So let's look at something else quickly. So this is an alphabetical order, so no particular order of the people. So first we've got the Angel 27016A 4C_B by Amphitrite. So I believe Amphitrite had a whole stash of little guys, so whoops, that was wrong. Let's drag this over here. Ooh! Little guy! Oh, this is... it's not the littlest of little guys, but it's like 3 little guys and what... Oh, goodness. Let's see what's going on here. So this is a plasma thingy. It's got internal shenanigans. Alright, so this is like a fully embracing the cheese kind of event, by the way. So long as it's a little guy, it's all good. And it's got extra plasma thingies off on the sides. So, triple plasma. So, of course, we need to fling this against the Marauder, just to be absolutely sure that it is, to get a sense of its little guyness. So, this is basically a jet fighter, but with, wait, did these detach? What's going on? Oh, it's a gun pod that... Hold on, what is happening? Charge. Oh, fascinating. So it's got circle at a distance, charge, point out, and gunship close. Lots of behaviors on this thing. Very interesting. It is also... Hang on, is this in fleet colors? I did switch to Scarlet Dawn. Nope, that is not fleet colors. That is genuine red. Just a coincidence that also happens to be... like Scarlet Dawn-ish colors. This is a very Scarlet Dawn type thing. This actually is, it wouldn't be out of place in the Scarlet Dawn, just with a little tweaks here and there, like perhaps the grey replaced with a different color. This looks very Scarlet Dawn-y, I do have to say. Yes, that is a new objective, Scarlet Dawn-y. Alright, nice one, Amphitrite. And yeah, one more volley on the Marauder just for giggles. I gotta say, I gotta mess with Burst Plasma more. It is very satisfying. Just goes pew pew pew, and then you reload. Very nice indeed. Okay, next we've got the... Oh, we need to hop over to Land Designer for this one. Oh, this is gonna be classic. So, this next one is a whole bunch of little guys that are all variants on the same thing. I'm terribly sorry, Rambot. You must die. Blech. I do love how... I do love when you kill Rambot on dry land. It's just kind of... T-poses and then falls face down. Alright, so we are going to turn trees off. Shout out to the render distance mod for being very render and distance. So we've got a whole bunch of anatomies. So, this thing, I happen to know about this. This is a meme. So, if you watched my hour-long foray, the video isn't an hour long, it's cut down a little bit, into Azusa's custom campaign, Barons of the North, you'll recognize this little guy. This is an example of a vehicle that is supposed to be bad, but it's so bad, it's good. Because it is a almost completely unarmored little metal box on wheels, with missile stuff into it. It's got no EMP defense or anything like that. No active defenses at all. It is slow as balls. By land vehicle standards, it only moves at 80 meters per second. However, it's very irritating. For one very specific reason. It is basically invisible to wireless snoopers. It is basically invisible to radar because it's just so small, and it tends to hide behind terrain. Wait, that's passive radar. Regular... Yep, nope, that is not far at all by radar standards. Even if you have line of sight on this thing, it's very hard to see. Passive sonar. Sonar, of course, not applicable. Infrared, basically nil as well. And visible detection range, that is very, very low for a vehicle. And again, this little bastard likes to hide behind terrain and has vertical launch missiles. So, unintentionally, this thing is very annoying. Coupled with the fact that it is very, very cheap, and in Barons of the North, the player is very, very strapped for cash, this thing is surprisingly annoying, dare I say formidable, just due to the context in which you fight it. And there's a whole bunch of variants. So this is the Anatis A. So this is the Anatis C over here. Not really sure what the difference is. Not really certain what the difference is. That is incendiary warheads, which is actually kind of nasty. What about this? This is... Not really sure what the difference is with all these guys. Not really sure. I think these are all just various variants. Let's just keep dragging them in until we see some... Oh, this one. It spawns in with a friend. A Pluma. What is this? What is this? This is a thing with more... Oh, this has... Oh, no. This would be very, very annoying in Baron. So, small missiles... generally, like, the most effective warhead to use on is EMP and Incendiary. Sometimes Frag, but mostly these two. And... Oh, wow, this would be annoying as balls, paired with the Anatis, especially if, like, given that in Barons you basically have to undercost everything. And same, missiles right there, so that's the Anatis D, the Anatis I over here. What's this guy's deal? Again, a lot of these things are very... Oh, no. Turning twisted missile. Oh, no. Oh, this is just a dedicated little anti-missile platform. Oh boy, if you're relying on missiles and Barons, this thing will just be a giant pain in the ass, wouldn't it? Very agile little missile interceptors. I'm not sure they need to be this long, but, like, I don't know. It's like this is how much room is in the Anatis, and Azusa, I believe, didn't really intend on spending a lot of time on this thing, hence, well, gestures at everything. So that's the Anatis I, presumably for Interceptor. Okay, so the Anatis R, what's this thing's deal? Is this unarmed? This is unarmed completely. I guess it's just a... It is just a resource carrier, I guess? Oh, R would stand for resources, yeah? That would make sense. Okay. Look at this collection of little guys. This is what I mean. So many little guys. And the Anatis S, finally. And that is... Oh, I think S stands for Sentry. This is just detection. Just detection. It has... Yep, there's the inter-vehicle transmitter. So this thing is... Oh yeah, you better set your target prio correctly if you're heading into Barons, because this thing has no firepower, but it's going to help other more dangerous things spot you. So, that's probably not going to be very good for you. Alright, so... Let us demonstrate how this works. Let's spawn in some kind... We can't spawn the Marauder, but we can spawn some kind of airship. What is the closest thing to the Marauder on land? Let's spawn in the Simoon. What is this? Why is this Pluma flying like this? Alright, so the Simoon needs to get into broadside in order to see what's actually happening. Does not have enough missile defense. That cram cannon is going to really struggle to hit anything. Who was it? I forget who it was. If you know in the comments, please do shout them out. Is trying like a cram-only run of Barons of the North, and seriously good luck with that, because cram-only on Nita is hard enough, and Barons is full of generally much worse vehicles than in Nita. Worse as in harder to deal with. And you have no money. So that's a bit of a problem. So yeah, just like you rock up with a big airship, especially if it's made of wood, the Anatis doesn't care, and again, the Simoon is probably going to have a lot of trouble even, like, targeting any of these things properly, And it just goes to show to you, invisible missile box worked pretty well. I actually want to spawn in... something that has missiles of its own, just to show that, like, this thing's target signature is so damn low it's hard to even hit it at all. What is a thing with missiles? What's a good thing with missile? Let's go for thrustercraft, laser pack, missile, vivace, pride. Let's try a pride and see what happens. Which vastly is overcosting the... Oh goodness, this thing does not know how to move. No. Alright, so it is aiming for the Pluma by the looks of it. It's not hitting very... Yeah, wow, that... It really does not know just what to aim at all. Alright, and so the ripples are just not doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, wow, a whole mess of Anatises spawning in with a Pluma would be really irritating because... By default, those things are going to... They're going to target the Pluma over anything else. Yeah, wow, they're just straight up ignoring the Anatis, and it hasn't hit the Pluma at all. Wow, this would be annoying. It's so annoying, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Congratulations, Azusa. You have spawned... You have created a meme box, but we already knew that. Alright, let's hop back into the regular designer. Or not, doesn't matter. There's a Derby Water over here that we can look at together. Alright, so next is the CT-14 Saltacide by GS Nairb. What the hell is this? Ah, this is a little front-sider fella. Oh, interesting. What is this? So this fella has tilt jets by the looks of it. And these things look like the reverse jets. Let's have a look-see. Yep, that is the back jets. And they just pop out when the thing reverses. So technically this would have clearance anyway because it's on a spin block. But, like, you know, sometimes you gotta do it for the aesthetics. So what's this fella? Is this... that is... Interesting. That's set to forward. Oh, that's the intake. Durr. Does it have strafe, is the question. It does not. It has turners. Any strafing thrusters? Alright, so it's got decoys, radar, and heat. It's got APS in here. It's got shield. It's a little front-sider, so never underestimate a tiny front-sider. I can speak from experience that my honestly kind of cobbled together Ailstorm Gremlin is a small front-siding helicopter that's actually more expensive than this. It's like, what is it, 50k or something like that? I don't remember. It's only my own craft. I don't need to remember everything about it, right? But yeah, small front-side is actually really good. They don't all have to be like the Laniakea or the Singularity or the Pyre or anything like that. They don't have to be like giant floating bricks. They can be quite small. And in fact, it helps when they're small, because then they're harder to hit. So, of course, we need to spawn this thing against the Marauder. There is an ambulance helicopter outside, and it's being loud. So loud. So loud indeed. Whoever is in that ambulance helicopter, they better really need it, because there's content happening. Deacon's hell, this thing's fast. Salty's fast. Oh, wow, this would be a very annoying little guy. Oh, oh, look at this. It's got... Yep, it's got decoys. It has decoys on sticks. Whoop, I did not mean to do that. And just bounce up and down like so. Alright. Can I see your bullet, please? Whoop. I saw something there. These are tiny, tiny bullets. What are they? Alright, so, yep, that is... Sabot Fin, which is a very handy shell, because it's just got good armor pierce, and it's got a quite a low minimum accuracy, so it's probably quite good for an evasive little thing like that. I should switch the Gremlin out to use Sabot Fin, honestly. Oh, this is the downside with a small bouncy fella. It does miss a lot. How accurate is that gun with these shells? So the inaccuracy is 0.46. 40, like, 0.4 of that inaccuracy is just from the movement. So this, honestly, it was a pretty good change for the devs have stability as a mechanic, because can you imagine if a little bastards like this had flawless accuracy? It would be too much. Also, I want to spawn in the Banshee just to see... Where is the Banshee? There it is, just to see how good this thing's missile defense is. Or missile decoys, I should say. So it's going pew pew pew. And the missiles, they are coming in. This thing is quite small, can't have that good a signature. And... oh, that's pretty good, actually. Tickled a little bit. Whoops. Alright, not flawless. Did it have both pistons blown off? I think it did. Yes, it did. Alright, so... not quite as good as a spinny thing, but this thing is also ridiculously cheap. It's like a fifth the cost of the Banshee over there. That's very pretty missile interceptor trails, too. And, like, can you imagine if, yeah, it's actually dodging missiles, like, without the decoys. Actually, wait a minute, does this thing have repair bots? Repair, nope. Repair, alright, it does have repair bots. And this is why, folks, repair bots are illegal for campaign vehicles, basically in general, because can you imagine having to fight this thing as a campaign craft? It would suck. Not even in Platono now are there craft allowed in repair bots, and for a time there were. True story. Alright, very good, GS Nerb. I like how irritating that is. Alright, next is the Deimos by the Syrup God. Let's have a look at this. How big is this? Alright, 50k! This is very Scarlet Dawn themed, is it? Ah, fleet colors. That's very fitting. It's got pincers in there. Let's have a look at it. At drag, what are we looking at? Alright, so it's got lasers. Are these... what kind of lasers are these? It's on a turret, or some kind of... ooh, it is on a swingy turret. And it is a point-at-man intended. Of course, it's a wee front-sider, just like the neutrino. Best little fella ever. Alright, so... okay, now I kind of want to see what it looks like in my default boring fleet colors. And, you know, well, I gotta say, I like my boring fleet colors. Just black, white, and grey, because I am le boring. Alright, let's do Scarlet Dawn. Scarlet Dawn, mate, it's pretty good. Now, of course, we have to fling this against the Marauder. It is le compulsory. That is French for compulsory. Language lessons are fun. Oh, this thing is quite slow. It's just cruising forward in its own time. I'm going to spawn the Marauder a lot closer, just so I don't have to edit things out of the video. Wait, so is this a short-range pierce laser? Interesting. There's only so much firepower you can squeeze. Yep, it is. That is exactly what it is. Look at you! Lots of destabilizers. And more frequency doublers. And if I'm not mistaken, don't mind my phone. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, everyone look at this gorgeous thing. While I check what that is, I do need to keep my phone. There are reasons for that. Nice. Okay then, don't worry. Phone is good. We like phone. Who was phone? I was phone. All along. Mwahaha. Okay then. Alright, I like this thing. Here's the thing. Having multiple laser combiners, like, on a single laser system, it's good for redundancy and coolness. And that's the end of that sentence. I do love that. I do love that a lot. Let's just shrink all the bits. Let's see here. Yep, this is a laser, and an engine, and jet engines, and what this? This is a small launcher, and it is receivers. It's got missile interceptors. Interesting. Where's this pointed at? Is it just relying on this to kind of like... that is interesting. Metal duct, metal duct. Is this on purpose? Alright, so we're just going to do that, and we're going to spawn in something with missiles. So I'm just going to spawn in the Banshee again, because the Banshee, like, Banshee is just a good missile testy thing. I want to see what happens to these interceptors. What happens to them? Oh, that's very naughty. Oh, that is naughty naughty. Look at that. They just kind of get flung out the top. And it actually works. I mean, they need an APN to be, like, properly functional, but, like... Okay, then. Well, there you go. There's some mild cheese to start your day, is that you can launch missiles, provided they're interceptors, just like, you know, straight into your own craft, and they get launched in the correct direction. So this is a sneaky. There's a tiny amount of cheese in this episode. Ah, very cheeky syrup god. Very good. Alright then, so next we have the FG12 Caracol by GS Nero. A lot of people submitted more than one thing, because the thing about little guys is that, like, you can have more than one of them. Oh, I remember this. This is bloody gorgeous. This is a plane that goes flippy flappy, bouncy bouncy. It's got oh yeah, this again, like let's just check. This thing is in fleet colors. It is. We're going with Scarlet Dawn just for the whole neutrino theme. It's like, again, this wouldn't be out of place in the Scarlet Dawn. Just a touch up here and there. It's got the red traces. It's got missiles. Let's you stop wiggling around for a hot second, sir. Let's see how much of you is deco. Not that much, actually. And what's in here? Mostly AI, uninsulated, understandable, a very little guy. For functional combat craft, between 20 to 30,000 materials is about the limit. With the exception of the Anatus, which I don't remember how much it costs. It, I think, costs considerably less than that because it's literally a box on wheels with some missiles on it. But only sometimes. Not all of them have that. Alright, lots of custom jets. It's got repair tentacles, as like campaign viable craft tend to do. It has the bullet spitters, also known as guns. Oh, required accuracy is not set. Probably doesn't matter. Okay, so it's just got little 27mm heat shells, which is ironically one of the better... I guess it's not that... No, it is ironic, because heat stands for high explosive anti-tank, but it's one of the better anti-air shells in From the Depths, so that's funny. Alright, so let's spawn in the Marauder, because of course, we're the Marauder. I'm not going to spawn in the Banshee against absolutely everything, but that would be fun. Alright, what these missiles? These missiles, they are deco. They're also very shiny. Alright, that is explosive, that is incendiary, and that is EMP. Oh, wow, that simple cannon volley almost hit. What are you doing? Charge. Interesting. Quite interesting little... Oh, this guy, I think, is, I vaguely remember seeing in the Discord, the Patreon Discord, which you can join if you are if you support the channel on Patreon. You get a Discord link to that, hint hint. I vaguely remember seeing in the Discord this is supposed to be an interceptor above all else. So it kind of just, you know, does a square dance over the target, but let's spawn in... Let's spawn in... I don't know, let's spawn in some kind of plane. Let's spawn in a spiral squadron and see what happens. Yeah, that's charge. So we are going to get very motion sick trying to... Ah, now the guns are firing. Alright, this is a little guy that's meant to chase down other little guys. Interesting but true story. Oh wow, it is actually tickling the little guys. Little guys are being tickled. They're being tickled tremendously. Also, yeah, I saw ion jets on that, so that's actually a good idea to have on your planes. You don't need many. You just need enough so that if they get stuck in space, they can unstuck themselves. So that's very nice. Very dramatic. I would play music from Top Gun, but then I would be arrested by the YouTube police for playing stuff from Top Gun. Alright, very nice, GS Nerb. Lots of little guys. I love the quality of the little guys. Okay, so next we got the Hexabot combat drone by Mo Kitsune. This might be a... Okay, no, this is not a land thing. Lots of things in fleet colors. Interesting. A lot of times people don't build or paint in fleet colors, but sometimes they do. Look at you. Okay, props are actually set to texture. It's pretty common, and I do this myself, is that when people use custom props, or custom propellers rather, you say custom props, people might get confused with steam props, which is a different thing. People sometimes forget that you can change the texture of them, like over here. Always remember to do that, because it looks a lot nicer. The default iron texture looks kind of poopy. So yeah, Hexabot combat drone. This is, let me guess, yep, it's another little frontsider. Armor? No. What is this? This is, it's got 2 good Tetris, it's firing heat shells. Is that all it fires? I see heat and I see frag. Maybe just went with frag. Maybe the frag head is just for something else. That does appear to be the only gun on this. Okay then, what kind of thing is this? It is a 200mm shake charge head, no ejectors. Like, again, armor? What? We don't know what that is. It is interesting that the gun is basically unarmored. It's got like 1 layer of alloy in between it and the cruel outside world, but stuff behind the gun does have heavy armor slopes. Not the best for a frontsider, but hey, this is a little guy. We can be a little bit lenient. Again, missing an APN. This is not meant to be a craft review. I'm just inspecting the little guys. Don't mind me. Okay, insulated AI compartment. And it's got a little automated control block to fire the missiles. Let's see. This is named. Search for. Actually, no, it isn't. Interesting. Where is it? It's the old-fashioned way. No block naming or anything. Wait, no, that's a CWIS controller. Her? Where is you, sir? What is a thing within 5 blocks? Missiles within fire weapons. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure. That might be just left there before the CWIS controller was added. Let's try it out. Alright, so gonna skip the Marauder. Yes, I know that is less sacrilege. Spawn straight for the Banshee. Aha! Big missiles. Oh wow, this thing drives like crazy. Whee! I was about to say that's pretty good missile defense, because not even the Hexapod knows what direction it's going to go in next. Oh, it drives like crap. It actually survived that. It just took a missile volley, lost 4% health, and... yeah, this is actually kind of an even fight, somehow. Interceptors need work, but like, yeah. This is a little guy that's holding its own against all odds. I think another missile volley might kill it, though. What the... is that gun's firing all over the place. This is certainly the most chaotic little guy that we've seen. Very chaotic indeed. It probably also explodes spectacularly well, so let's see that happen, shall we? Little guy doing evasive little guy maneuvers. I don't think any of those interceptors are actually hitting anything. That's actually one of the nice things about custom props. They can spin in both directions, which means especially for things like roll or pitch control, they're actually pretty good. Put one on either end, you still have pitch control. Unlike jets, which can only produce thrust in one direction. Not to be confused with the band. Okay, very nice. Certainly unique. I like the shape. The shape is very nice. Very nice, Mo Kitsune. We approve of this little guy. It just lost its brain. Very sad. R.I.P. in peace for a little guy. So many little guys die today. And only by liking and subscribing can you donate to a good cause to save little guys. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, next is the Hugmaster 9000 by John McFist. Yep. That is about as Hugmaster and I thought. This is, yep, it's got hands. This thing is about to throw hands. Alright, it's got a face on it too. This is very Twin God style of like, hee, I have a funny face. So it's got, those are, what are those? Are those mimics? The hell am I looking at? How has this black magic happened? Wow, those hands just, they don't stop twitching. What is happening here? There's probably bread up the wazoo with this. Yep. Controller, I can't read this. Oh, mimic. Alright, so those hands are breadboard controlled. And you can do that with mimics, but you can't really do that with decorations, which is where mimics are actually, that's a thing you can do with mimics that you can't do with decos. So it's why mimics are still in the game. Alright, so we got the battery spaced out, presumably. So the EMP surge has trouble eating all of them at once. I don't know. I don't frickin' know. Alright, so we've got, are these legit particle cannons? Damage. Okay, these things actually do damage. And I believe in the breadboard, it looks like... Where's anything controlling the melee particle cannon lens? Nope. Wow, the turret's actually controlled via breadboard as well. Yes, there's shenanigans involving bread for the Pac-Mans. Alright, so this we need to fling against the Marauder. Right now, this is worthy of marauderness. So let's have a look. So the Hugmaster is extending. Hug initiated. Oh my word. This is the hug. Oh. John, you genius. Oh my goodness, it is literally going for the hug, and that's from... This whole thing started because of that, Bulwark versus the entire Scarlet Dawn video. That is literally me. It all started because of the Bulwark versus the entire Scarlet Dawn, where I just was talking about the Neutrino, like, giving hugs to the Bulwark, just because of collision avoidance balking out. And yeah, this thing is, it looks less like a... Does it say incoming hug? John, did you splice my voice to get that? Or is it just give me a hug? Oh, this is fantastic. We probably need to spawn like 10 of these against the Bulwark or something just to see. I think we'll save it for the end. We'll spawn in all the little guys against the Bulwark. It does say incoming hug. When have I ever said incoming? I genuinely do not know. Oh, that's fantastic. Hold on. Hold on. Where is that sound block? How do you do that? Alright, so it's dl.smdbup. I think that's one of the ways you can reliably play sound blocks in front of the depths. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this little guy's gonna be hard to top. It's gonna be very hard to top. It's so weird to hear a thing from the depths speaking in my voice. It's kind of nuts. Okay, then. We still have a lot of little guys to go. Oh, boy. Alright, so next we have got the Erdion Pacific Fighter Alt by Amphitrite. Another Amphitrite one. Ooh, we've got a point out and maintain distance little guy. Lots of deco, no fleet colors. We've got particle cannons. I hear custom props. Oh. Oh my word, this is old as balls. It's got daddy blades. Damn! Fridays went, like, digging deep in the folders for this one, I can tell. Like, daddy blades have not been in the game for, I think, literally years now. Looking at them now, I'm thinking, like, yeah, no, this makes sense. I forgot about them, honestly, like, really. This is, like... This is a blast from the past. Wow! And yep, point out and maintain distance with a little particle cannon. Which way are we pointing? That way. Let's put a marauder over there. Marauder, marauder. And pew. And let's check the behavior. What's it doing? Okay, it's got left and right invasion time. This is probably also before the stability update. So what do we got here? We got the accuracy. Yep, accuracy is 0.3 from instability, which is pretty rough for a hit scan weapon, honestly. So it's just got that. Yeah, wow, this is old. This is a museum piece. Hell yeah. Never delete your Daddy Blade craft, folks, because it is a reminder of simpler, more innocent times when the game was more broken than it is today. Which is saying something. That was a joke. The game is, like, way less broken than it used to be. It used to be so broken. We are still, speaking of broken, we are still in alpha test. I think. Is it? I don't remember. I think we are, yes. There are ways to tell, but I do not remember. Ah, yes, classic little guy front-side maneuvers. How expensive is that? This is very cheap. Hell, for a particle cannon craft? Below 20k? Does this particle cannon do anything? How much damage does that do? That does... It actually does a fair amount of damage. Wow, I need to up my particle cannon game, man. It's like... Making something onto the pack this cheap? I could only dream. Maybe I should try and do instead of dream. Okay. Next is... Is this... Alright, next is... Is this my thing? It might be my thing. It is my thing. Oh, goodness. So this is simply called the Laser Huggy by me. I gotta say, this was a rush job, and it looks slightly frightening. I was just, like, going for... Probably what the Neutrino was trying to be, which is a short-range front-sider. Forgive me, Ralston, it has simple weapons on it. It has the simple lasers, which weirdly enough seem to work really well. Once again, armor, no. And let's just show you the aerodynamic view. It's just got ion jets in all directions, and that is so it can go to space if it wants to. Annoyingly, this is another one of those crafters like, I didn't put that much thought into it, and I didn't put much time into it, but I suspect it is more formidable because of that, not less. I kind of hate how my stuff works better when I just wing it, so... Also, yeah, congrats me, this is below 20k materials. Let's throw it against the Marauder and see what happens. I do not remember if, Actually, when I was first building this thing, it tended to crash into the water a lot. I did have to set the minimum altitude quite high. Wow, I forgot how loud those were. What did I set this to? Hover above and below. But it is a hover thing. So yeah, it just hovers above the target and cooks it as close as possible. And does a decent job. This is like... If I put rubber on this thing and maybe just one repair tentacle, I think it perhaps could be kind of it could be a good starter vehicle, at least against the Deepwater Guard. So yeah, perhaps not the most humorous little guy. Also, probably front-siding at close range would be better than hovering above, because the simple lasers keep, straying off the target because of firing restrictions. Although, you know what? You can't complain about Disco. Also, simple lasers, I think, got a lot better against wooden targets since the laser update. I just didn't ever remember to check that. There you go. Oh yeah, and here's a debate in the comments. Short-range combiner or simple lasers? Which is your preference? Say in the comments below, and be sure to tell me why I'm wrong about using simple lasers. Or the opposite. Anyway, that's enough from me. Get out of here, Laser Huggy. Alright, next we got the Mark IV missile drone by Last Data. Let's see the... Oh, this is tiny. Oh, ow! 21,000 material. What's... Oh, it's got an eyeball. Oh, it's got an eyeball on its... This is very Scarlet Dawn looking, I have to say. It is a modest flying brick. Let's see here. Aerodynamic view. Oh, that's actually the laser thingy. The laser targeter. Which has vanished for some reason. Oh, that's so cool. How is that controlled? Is that breadboard? So yeah, coordinates universal. And if it's not 1, I need to use this. Not that. I need to remember where is that? That is the logic gate editor. I need to remember that because okay, I kind of knew this was in breadboard, but I also kind of didn't know, if that makes sense. There was many times when I'm messing around with bread where I'm thinking like, alright, I need a true-false statement, and I didn't realize it was this block. Thank you so much, Last Data. This is going to be very helpful. Okay then, so if there's no thingy, then I think it just messes with the turret precision, idle elevation, and azimuth. Wait, is that all this does? Nope, there's more. And we got, that looks to be breadboard. Okay, that's thrust vectoring. That makes sense. That makes sense nicely. And if I had to guess, these are laser-guided missiles. No, those are remote-guided. How about these? Ah, remote-guided and beam rider. Very good indeed. All right, Marauder, I have bad news. Let's do this and do that. See what you do. Oh wow, nice Technicolor of what is happening. Not the most accurate missile swarm, but if I had to guess, yep, they're coming back for another. One of the advantages of laser-guided and remote-guided missiles is that when they miss, they do come around for another go, which is very convenient. Oh wow, this is, again, like, just because the neutrino was mentioned, I think people were kind of thinking Scarlet Dawn for this building contest, which is really sweet. Nice, because this is like, what the hell is it? There's things like the Scarlet Dawn Proton. Essentially the whole gist of which it is a small annoying thing with missiles. And like, this really is a small annoying thing with missiles. Again, just modify the paint scheme a little bit. A few extra deco here and there. This would be a Scarlet Dawn easy, medium, possibly even a hard craft. Does it have active defense at all? Let's see here. Not really, but you can see the thrust vectoring working. Beautiful. Wow, it killed the Marauder. Nice little compact firepower. Okay, last data, if assuming you haven't done it already, when you go play through Barons of the North, take these things. They seem to work a treat. It's just gently sipping at material in order to move. Bravo! Alright, so next is the Olaf Warm Hug by KRBT. Let's have a look-see. What's this fella? Alright, so that is... Oh, it's a flamethrower thing. Oh... It's a spin block. What am I saying? Spin blocked flamethrower thing. So if I do... this... Hey, oh... Oh, it's double flamethrowers. This double flamethrowers clip through the fuselage. Oh, you cheeky, cheeky person. This is cheesy. Oh, KRBT, you naughty, naughty person. Like, here's the thing, no judgment. When you're playing single player, like, you play it however the hell you want. It also has, like, laser rangefinders that kind of look like antenna. Alright, that's not flea colors, that's regular colors. That's also very cheap. Very good thing about flamethrower craft, very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. Okay, then let's spawn in the Marauder and have a look-see. That'll look very good. Is it going to flop into the ocean? I don't think so. Oh, I almost spawned the Marauder on land. My bad. Whoosh. Alright, so flamethrowers are compact enough as it is. When you have, like, spin-blocked flamethrowers, well, it gets, like, really, really compact. It's like, it gets crazy. And this right here is a splendid demonstration of why, if you're playing the campaign on the... Oh, dear. Wow, that is karma for spin clipping, KRBT. I hope you're taking notes. The Marauder was just like, no! You may burn my flesh, but I will restore honor! Alright, let's repair you and see, can you get out of the water by yourself? You cannot? Oh, I think people in the comments might enjoy that a little bit too much for that spinny clipping. Alright, nice one, KRBT. Nice one. Alright, now this is the Pidge by the Syrup God. Again, little guys, easy to make. Ooh! Helicopter. This is tight. Wow! That might be our cheapest little guy yet. 7,200 material. What is this armed with? Missiles and a simple weapon. Wow! So small! So small. So teeny tiny. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Little bird. And it's got a heartstone on it. Wow, this is so small it has a heartstone. Jeez. It's got... Oh, it uses a steam jet. Which would actually save space for fuel, actually, except it uses fuel anyway. Where does it have does it have any fuel tanks? Does it have any fuel tanks? Hold on. It does not. What the hell is this? Wow. This is incredibly compact. My goodness. Alright, let us spawn in a marauder for the little bird to bird at. It's going pew pew. I love helicopters from the depths, I have to say. It's really hard to make a formidable helicopter. This thing is too small to be, like, genuinely formidable. It's also, I think, saved some block count. It's got flashing lights on it. Well, that was a pretty decent explosion. Hang on a minute. What missiles are these? Pause the game. Pause the game right now. Okay, so they're small explosive missiles, so definitely more for vibes than anything else. It's doing decent. Can you imagine a swarm of these? I hope you can. You're gonna see something like it not too far from now. Again, this is a great little starter vehicle. How fast are you going through materials? Actually, pretty quickly, considering how much storage it has. That is lovely. Nice one, Syrup God. Got a tiny little... Actually, quite functional. It's got a mannequin! It's got a pilot! Wow, I'm glad I didn't miss that. It's even holding... He's even holding the joystick, bless him. Look at that! Yeah, look at that! With pirate hat. This is quite Deepwater Gardish, actually. Someone call Ralston. And tell him to roast this. But gently, it's very small. Alright, beautiful, me lucky. Alright, so another one from GS Nerb, the SF-109 Stalacite. It is Stalacite with a C. What the hell is this? What is it? Okay, so this is made of wood, so let us oh, lordy. This is a wooden... this is a more delightful cheese. This is a wooden space laser satellite. Oh, oh boy. What the hell am I looking at? Which way's up? This thing has got to... Does it have any maneuver? It does have hover. It's got no bread ball. Okay, so it's not meant to fly like this. It's just kind of going slightly nuts. What? Except it looks like it's functional. What is going on? What is going on? I'm scared. Actually, no, that is... What the... Aha, I just had problems getting into space. Okay, so let's switch back to Scarlet Dawn fleet colors. The Scarlet Dawn's allowed to use wood, right? Man, I hope so. Anyway, let's spawn a marauder over there. And it goes pew pew. What kind of laser is this? By looks of it, a 1Q laser. If I had to guess with my brain. Yes, 1Q. Pretty decent. Wow, that's a 1Q laser. That must have... okay then. Lots of destabilizers. Where? Frequency doublers? Where have you put them? Lots and lots of... Am I blind? Am I just missing these? Frequency... Alright, it has a whole conga line of them right in plain sight. Right in plain sight. Yep, that makes sense. That is a compact little laser, my goodness. Alright, what's happening to the Marauder down here? Man, wish I could make laser death satellites this cheap. So yeah, again, this is a surprise cheese video. Who would have thought? Little guys have to resort to cheese for self-defense, because otherwise they are defenseless against not-so-little guys. Also, I love the fact that this is made of wood purely to reduce cost, presumably, because at the very least in the early game with Deepwater Guard and Onyx Watch and stuff like that, there's very few things that can even hit this. I was about to say, are those single wood blocks? Naughty naughty, but they're not. They're cunningly decoed. Cunningly decoed. Alright, well, there's going to be more rioting in the comments probably, so well done, GS Nerp. You have made I think everyone's least favorite craft, which is the cheesy laser death satellite. Although you don't see that many of them. And probably that thing will get shot down with missiles fairly easily, unless... No, it has interceptors on it, so perhaps not that easily. This is so much better than the laser cheese thing I made, which I believe was called the Winter Beam. That is my personal shame. Alright, and another one from GS Nerb, the SR9 Mormirid. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the cheapest little guy. Oh, this is just a spy plane. With a dish piece on it. Oh yeah, just a spy plane. Very cheap. Oh wow, this is extremely cheap. What is powering this? Anything? Oh. Wow, I might steal this for my own campaign use, because this is a very, very cheap and decently fast little spy plane. Me likey a lot. Me likey a lot. Lots of deco. Lots of deco indeed. Very nice indeed. Alright, definitely I'm not transitioning to a second recording. That would be silly. We've got the Teleria by the Syrup God. Let's have a look-see here. What is this? Oh, and definitely still in Scarlet Dawn colors. Yep. Actually, hold on. Let's switch to Grey Talon colors. This looks Grey Talons as balls. This is very Grey Talons as balls. Is this a fan build? This is damn near perfect. Let's have a look at the innards. Yes, very great. What is this ABS Tetra? This is interesting. Oh wait, are those belt feeders? That is a belt feeder. That is some of the funkiest belt-fed Tetris I've ever seen. Also, for the record, people, it's generally better to have just one clip on a belt feeder and as many inputs as possible, rather than stacked clips like this. Although I guess this could fire for a very long time. Interesting. It's got a little thing there, and where Rambot sits is right, like, you know, the Rambot's head is clipped into a wireless receiver. Rambot loves that. Let's be honest. Rambot is super keen on that. Alright, let's switch to drag view. Anything particularly, or Lebowitz. This is just straight up. This is just straight up a Great Talons fan build. It looks like. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Is the game paused? Did I pause it? I did not pause it. Right, let's fling this at a Marauder. Mr. Marauder, tell me your secrets. The Teleria goes off. What's its behavior? It is circle at a distance. What is its circle distance? Ah. It goes brrrt. What is its brrrt? Tell me your brrrt. These are... Oh, it's a little heat gun. As you do. Oh, it's heat incendiary? Ah. Yep, that's right. What the? Why is the firepower keep... Oh, I think the missiles might be incendiary. Where are the missiles? Show me. I can see missiles of blue. Red roses too. Is this where they are? Oh! Aha! I believe it was another Syrup God thing that had, like, the interceptors that could be just fired from internally. Which is, like, you know, I think this is also Spin Cleft, actually. Or is it? It isn't. That's Deco. They just look like this. Nope, that's Explosive. That is also Explosive. Hang on a second. Tell me your bullets. Tell me your bullets. Okay, that's on the piercing. That oh, it is firing incendiary. I think it's mixed. Yeah, it's mixed shells by the looks of it. Let's see, can we see another? Oh, yep, that's definitely mixed shells. There's a sabot round. That is yep. So it's got AP incendiary. It's got heat and it's got sabot. Yep, real party mixed gun. Also, how fast is this thing? It's got a top speed of 90 meters per second. Yeah, no, this is how you do a little guy. Just a specialized little thing, 1 or 2 weapons. And now that belt feeder is gonna... How fast does this belt feeder reload? I mean, it killed the Marauder pretty handily. That actually reloads pretty quickly. The gauge is only 27 millimeters, so that's not too bad. Hey, nice one, Circle. This is bloody gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous, I say. Alright, next little guy is the 11th by Beluga. Let's put this on Scarlet Dawn colors, assuming that's... Here, is this in Fleet colors? It isn't. What am I looking at here? Alright, it's all plasma all the time. 54,000. So if this looks like it has a lot of deco. It does! It has a lot of deco. Are those? These things are mounted on spin blocks. For coolness, presumably. You gotta have the coolness. What are you doing if you don't have the coolness? I like the colors. Oh wow, this is a lot of deco. It's just straight up hidden detection and all that stuff. With ion thrusters and stuff. Yeah, little guy. A little guy indeed. Alright, let's throw this against the... Hold on, let's shrink all the blocks. Alright, what's neat? Very, very compact. And yep, no EMP insulation whatsoever. Clearly, that's not what this thing's job is. Surge protectors in the front, though, at the very least. Is this a front-sider? Yep, of course it is. This is front-sider game, did you know? Right, so we've got multiple injector engines. I guess this thing powers batteries via injectors. Where's that? Where's it? Show me. Show me. Show me. There's the generator. Let's see. Yep, 50% of it charges the battery, as you'd expect. Alright, let's fling a Marauder at you. Let's see what you do. Oh! Oh, they're on spin blocks, but also on top. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. I thought this thing just drowned itself. It didn't. It's got a very aggressive PID. And it has a 30 meters above the target. It's struggling a little bit. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, a bouncy little guy. Again, never underestimate small frontsiders. Admittedly, the Marauder almost hit it. Pew pew. I do need to... Okay, so a handy hint I've learned with Plasma, mostly from watching other people, is like, don't try and make it rapid fire. That's very, very expensive in terms of material cost and just energy cost. There's a reason that some of the scariest things in the game, so things like the Atos, the Harpia, the Lania K, and the Cigarette, they use burst plasma. So, charge it up, pop some shots, and that's it, because it's just not really feasible to have like a big plasma gun that fires rapidly. I mean, it is feasible, it's just very expensive. Do not personally recommend, does not work very well. I also like how it is like plasma guns as effectively eyes that are not actual plasma guns, but there they are. Actually, hold on a second. Let's check aerodynamic view again. That is indeed... Are those 2-axis turrets? What are those? What this? Ah! No! I hit the Windows key, my bad. Okay, that is a 2-axis turret. Interesting. Wow, just murdered the Marauder. Very good, Beluga. You've made an evil little thing. I'm actually interested. Would this be considered... I mean, this isn't clipping. This doesn't appear to clip anything. Nope. That's not clipped. That's not clipped at all. They think and move. This is something that, in working on Plutono, like, the fast way to check if a spin block or something is clipping is just to change the angle and see if it can move at all. Doesn't work so much if there's other sub-objects on it. That's a bit of a whoops. So yeah, alright. Nice one, Beluga. An effective little guy. An evil little guy. Alright, now we've got the Tilter by Darth Dan. Oh gods, I've just seen what's after it, but like, alright. The Tilter. Does this tilt? Does it stay out of the water? Alright, what does it do? This is armed with missiles. This is 16,000 materials, unpainted. But does it tilt is the question. Alright, again, why is there metal plates in here? If you were shooting for spaced armor, like, these metal plates have so little health that it's, like, really not worth it. Yeah, interesting. Actually, that's more health than I thought. 70... 210. Okay, 210. What's a metal block like? Honk honk. That is less than just a metal block, so you might as well just have an actual beam slope in there, I think. And it's got an RTG. It's got a turret. It has a turret of some kind. Well, yeah, that's the turret underneath there. What is its tilt? Tell me your... Wait, what? What is happening here? There's a lot of things here. Spin the thruster small. Oh, I see. This is a tilt jet craft. All right, let's fling you at the Marauder. See what you do. Fling you at the Marauder. Fling you at the Marauder. Ooh, purple missile trail. Very nice. Let's see. Can we look at the thing? Nope. It is. That is the skinniest missile deco I've ever seen. My goodness. It also has missed a lot. Right, gonna need to look directly on here. Alright, so... Remote guidance thumperhead. Small missiles. See, remote guided missiles never seem to be accurate enough for me. It's not working super great against the Marauder. Yeah, I'm not sure, like... Alright, question for the comments again. Are small thumpers worth it? I know large and huge ones can be astonishingly good, but, in this particular case, it ain't working very well. Also, I suspect this thing does not have enough detection. Ooh, that cram almost gave that thing a haircut. Ah, let's have a look at the tilt rotors, though. They are indeed tilting. Look at that. Is it controlled via breadboard? It is controlled via a lot of breadboard. Yeah, it's a funny thing. These days, if you see something like small and like not seemingly that complicated, in From the Depths, like you open up the breadboard and it's like, I don't know, it is like it's like a map of the London subway in here. Oh dear! Headshot. The Marauder claims another victim. Another little guy has fallen! My condolences, Darth Dan. The Tilter will be avenged, eventually. Alright, last and, I hope not least, is, and I'm not even kidding, the tiny sentient dildo boy. Is this gonna demonetize the video? Hotsoft von Hugenstein? I swear. Huh? This doesn't look dildo-like at all. It's very small. It is definitely a little guy. He's got little wings. Alright, once again, standard little guy fare. Why is this a 360 radar instead of a 90 degree? It can literally only see forward. That's going to... Oh, I know why. Hold on. So that's 2 GPP. That is... Wait, no. The 90 degree requires only 1 unit of general purpose processing power. Interesting choice there, Hotsoft. Okay, very compact, very compact. Why has it got an electric engine? What's charging it? Oh, is there a generator here? Nope. Is there a generator? You know what? Hold a moment. Why does it have a nuke? Attack run it. Oh, interesting. This is a missile thing and a suicide thing. Alright, so if we spawn in Da Marauder, what happens? It spits missiles. It's doing attack run. Is it red Bodan here? Interesting. Oh, if it loses health, it charges. So, hypothetically, if we... Oh, goodness, I'm gonna be sick. If we set it on fire... Let's do a 1000 smack of fire. If we do that, at what point do you switch to charge behavior? Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Huh, that fire really isn't doing that much. Okay, managed the AI kill the... Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Let's do 5,000 fire and spawn in 2 Marauders, because now I'm very curious. I want to see this dildo self-destruct. Please, do not take that out of context. Oh, help. Oh, no. Help, help. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Alright, I'm not... Here's the thing. How is something that small meant to just lose health instead of just vaporize? I guess we'll have to find out, because that's all the little guys that we have time for. I just need to do type, because I believe there's one back. Yep, so the one thing I did. Alright, so we're gonna hop over to the ocean over here. I could, like, you know... pull out of the designer, pull back in again. But we're gonna bring in every little guy we have. Every single little guy. Please don't lag. Please don't all spawn inside each other either. Is that all little guys? Oh, they've all spawned inside each other. That was... Ooh, that was not my best move. Okay, give me a minute. I thought I could shortcut it, but I could not. I could not. Alright, to the custom battle simulator ting. And give me a hot second while I set this up. Okay, after much faff, we managed to get all our little guys spawned in. I really wanted to throw them all against a bulwark for maximum hug opportunity, but unfortunately, the Anatus are ground vehicles, so we've hopped into ashes. And instead of the bulwark, we've got the next best thing, which is the Treadstone. You'll notice the Treadstone is flying. That is because I am lazy. And I've spawned everything to be 100 meters in the air. Do not worry. Gravity is an illusion. If you do not believe in it, it cannot hurt you. The Anatus will be fine. Treadstone might not be. And now I'm going to shrink the font down way the hell, because unfortunately, good luck reading anything now. Oh boy. Alright, so at least we can see that. Now, I want to see hugs. I want to see nice hugs from everybody. The Anatus is just going, wee bonk. And Treadstone has landed safely. Probably gonna get mauled by everything, but like, where's the Hug Monster? There's the Hug Monster. Impossible to miss. Here, whoopsie daisy. Here it comes. Oh, what happened here? Ooh. Ooh. What was this? That's the angel, Amphitrite's angel. Just got slapped very heavily in the face. Here's the Hug Master. We might need to spawn in more than one Treadstone. Because this is a formidable army of little guys, I have to say. Oh dear. Plasma turrets have taken a tumble. And there's the sentient dildo. Trying to be all sentient and dildo-ish. Oh, there's the incoming hug. No! The Hug Master! It's not in hugging range! Oopsie daisy. Flamethrower drone has had an accident. Still managed to, like... Oh! Oh, how about that? What was it? What was it called? The sentient dildo rocket? Yep, tiny and sentient dildo boy. What a code. Oh! Hey, there's the laser huggy. There's a huggy. Laser huggy. Why aren't you firing, sir? There you... Oh, the lasers were reloading. Okay, we've got multiple little guy casualties. Careful! Don't hug the laser huggy. This is the problem with having a whole bunch of little guys all try to hug the same thing at once. Will there be any hugs? Please let there be hugs. Oh dear. Ah, I think the laser huggy might have gotten slapped by a, Oh, there was no hugs! Well, that simply won't do. We need a second treadstone. Can I even read what I'm doing? Probably not. Treadstone, there we go. Let's do that, and we can do that. 2 treadstones. I want to see at least 1 hug. Guys, I want to see at least 1 hugs. Alright, incoming army of the... Wait a minute, did they all spawn on the ground? No, they didn't. Alright. Wow, how did this thing get set on fire already? There are so many little guys, I've forgotten. Did one of them have a... Oh, one of them does have a pierce laser. Oh, right. It's this fella. This is the stalactite. Stalactite, you know it, the difference between a stalactite and stalactite is stalactites are on the ceiling because it has a C in it. And stalagmite has a G in it that stands for ground. Incoming hug. Oh, there goes the sentient dildo boy. Yay! A hug! Oh, almost had a hug. Yes! Hugs! Hugs are happening! Hugmaster 9000 with the save! We have achieved hug. What's happening over there? Alright, this is a very warm hug that's happening over here. Courtesy of, like... Oh, the font's so small. The font is so small! It's one of KRBT's designs. I can't even read this. Hold on. Oh, it's the Olaf warm hug. There you go. You'd think I would memorize all my little guys. All the generously donated little guys. So many little guys. Yep, and there's my little guy. Being all little and also guy. Oh, the Hugmaster. Yes! Yes! There are hugs! There are so many hugs! There are so many hugs! Am I just gonna have to reload the short with the hugs in it? Possibly. So many hugs! This looks less like a hug and more like gently fondling a tank. Which, like, I know you, Internet. I know there's more than one of you that... Oh, no! Laser huggy! Laser huggy down! Oh. Oh, no. Friendly fire. Emphasis on the fire. Oh, no. Laser huggy down. Oh, laser huggy very tired. Oh, laser huggy. And the... literally friendly fire there. Oi! Mind the friendly fire. It's very not friendly. Where's the Anatus, actually? Yep. There's an Anatus. Which one is this? This is the Anatus C for cranberry. And just Anatus is just like almost beneath notice. You just hear the hug off in the distance. Is the Hugmaster okay? It should be okay. Oh, there could be another hug coming in here. Oh, this thing's gonna... Don't you dare! It's gonna... No! Laser huggy! No! No! Okay, cool. I was so scared there, I thought the laser huggy was gonna be run over. And that would be terrible. Well, you really showed the ground what for right there, didn't you? You gonna reload in time? Hey! Reloaded in time. Beautiful. Mr. Huggy? There we go. Hugmaster 9000. Oh no! I don't know why I called this thing Mr. Huggy. It's the Hugmaster 9000. No! Hugmaster down! We have lost multiple hug capacity. Oh, never mind. Hey, this is the most hug of all. Oh, that's one treadstone down. Well, at least in their final moments they got a hug. Anyway, this has been the, what was it, the April BorderWise patron building event showcase thingy-bobby, what's it? Thank you so much to everyone who submitted things for this. We had some late entries, but that's okay, because goodness knows I'm also behind schedule all the time. And yeah, if you want to get in on this kind of thing, you can join the Patreon Discord. Very reasonably priced, and yeah, come join. Say hello. Lowest tier gets you in. And thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Like, you get to join the Patreon Discord and join in events like these, and possibly also talk directly to the people who made them, who make things like this, because it's really good. By the way, these blueprints aren't really locked behind a paywall or anything like that. I'm just leaving it up to their builders whether they share them on the workshop or anything like that. And they can plug themselves in the comments as much as they like. Perk of being a patron. Unofficial perk, I should say. And what else? We're still streaming from the depths on Twitch, so go give my Twitch a follow, and the VOD channel for that. Go subscribe to that, please, and thank you. It's almost monetized. It only needs about 100 more subscribers, and then I can pay my bills better, and that'll be really good. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely day, and I will see you next time in From the Depths. Farewell! The inexorable march of the little guys!